Hi, good people from all over the world. This is Nick, and welcome back to Valheim. Today's episode, after taking over the fortress and doing fortress time, I reinforced it a little bit. I got a portal here now, and I got the stairway up here. I got my stone cutter here. The stairway covers up the stone cutter as well. We got this layer here for another portal layer later on, and this blocks here. I'm planning on putting a natural rock wall defense for added protection because the one downside to building in the fort, although the stone wall is incredibly strong and most basic enemies can't do much damage, if any at all, the only ones that can do significant damage that I've seen so far is the Morgan and the lava slimes. But aside from those two, like, it's doing like 30. That one's doing significant damage, whatever that one is. But the downside to this rock wall, to this wall here, is you cannot build it. You can't build it, so you can't repair it. I'm hoping in the future we'll be able to make this super strong, durable wall and repair it. I've tried to look for it in the wiki. I cannot find it, so I think that's probably, if we are able to build it in the future, it, of course, will be a future update. But one thing I did notice while venturing around is these old ruins over here, and the Raven Mugen was there, and so I figured this would be good for an episode. So, so here we go. I'm gonna take. There we go. Alrighty. Alright. This is gonna be a bit tricky to do, but here we go. One thing I haven't found yet, and I'm hoping to find here in the old ruins, is the fiddlehead. The fiddlehead resource plant. I have not found any of those yet, and it would open up some recipes, which would be great. But it's going to take a lot of rock, but I've already started to make a natural rock wall defense around it just to protect the fortress, because I'm planning on putting 4 or 5 portals in here. And then connecting all the fortresses together that way. But without further ado, do I have all? Yeah, I'm gonna make one more. That one's just gonna have to go. Yep. All right. So we got all 4 possible ones we can have with us. So here we go, guys. Now I got 3 times resources on right now because it helps a lot. Oh, here we do. I thought this might happen. We got the fiddleheads for the first time. Oh my god. Marinated greens, mashed meat, scorching medley. So, I'm gonna mark this on the map. And it's great for the fortress to be here as well. Ooh. Oh, we got a new weapon. Staff of the Wild. Oh my god. Sizzling berry broth, spicy marmalade, Staff of the Wild. I gotta mark this place in the map because the berries you can grow on the vine berries, vineberry clusters you can grow at home, but the smoked puffs you cannot, and this you cannot. So it's important, just like the cloudberries in the plains, to mark them. Then also there's Mugen there. He's floating mysteriously, not even perched up on anything. It's a glitched raven. Nevermore. Here we go. How do you yet live, warrior? Perhaps you have found your element here in the furnace. Curious. There's sometimes I think this is going to be, oh, this is going to be a great, amazing bit of lore, or this is going to be something helpful, some helpful hint, or something like that, and then it'll just be, you're still alive. That's, yes, thank you. Thank you, meaning. Sometimes I think it's going to be this great thing, and it turns out to be, nah, wah, wah. So, I might want to put a natural rock wall defense around these to protect it, because up there, that might be one of my next steps to do. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check out all the new recipes we've... Oh. It's like one of those meme videos where the one I'm thinking of right now is the one where the guy is talking about all the mugs he saved over the years. Did that ruin it? Did that kill it? Oh, no. Please don't let it... Oh, these are still miraculously okay. I don't know how they're okay still, but they are. But it reminds me of that guy who's collected cups, mugs for years and years and years. And this guy, the boom arm, gets caught up, or the boom mic gets caught up in the fan, and it knocks down all the... There we go, Fiddlehead Ruins. There we go. I marked the cloudberry spot the same way, too. The smoke puffs tend to be kind of sporadic a little bit. Like, it's just randomly in places, it seems. But this is a good cluster. This is a really good spot to make a base. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, man. Remind me of the freaking, the Zools in the original Ghostbuster movie. A lot of things remind me of references to songs or movies. I don't know. It seems like a lot of things are derivative or connected in some ways. But in the next part, we're gonna check out all the recipes we can do, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. First thing to do, and the highest priority, is to check out this new weapon. Staff of the Wild. Blunt is 20 and poison is 20. Now this won't be that useful in the Ashlands because a lot of, if I'm remembering right, a lot of them are either immune or resistant to poison. So it's still worth checking out anyways, and the jade, it's a pretty hefty crafting price for it because you got to give up your jade stone, which I wasn't really going to use anyway, so that's not too bad. But then celestial feathers, those are not easy to come by, at least not yet. Sometimes it's like that in a new biome where something is really difficult to get at first, and then you've got a whole chest full of them. But we're going to craft it. Ashwood, jade, and it might be worth it. It might be worth it, even though the poison is not all that useful in the Ashlands. It's a worth at least checking out. So that plus that. And then what else? Do we even have the celestial feathers? Because those are... Oh, we got enough. Every time I see those celestial feathers, I think of the old Banjo-Kazooie games, the back in the day. Alright, Staff of the Wild. Not enough space. Alright, Staff of the Wild. Staff of the Wild. The upgrade is Breath of the Wild. Jesus, man. Even the upgrade, you need another jade, and another 3 celestial feathers, and some more fiddleheads. And then, let's see what... The boost is pretty significant, though. There's some of these things where you get the upgrade, and it's like 5 defense, or 5 damage more. Like the Ripper was like that, where it's like 5... extra pierce or something, or 10 extra pierce, and it's disappointing. But then there's ones like the shield, which is a good buff, boost 30 defense, but this is like twice as much damage, so it's worth it. Even though it's a heftier crafting price, it's worth it for it. I'm just gonna have to save up, but let's test it out, because these guys are not immune to poison. At least I don't believe so. Whoa, it looks amazing. I love the design on it, too. It reminds me of DNA, kind of. And also, like, food. I think there's a type of food that looks like that as well. But we're about to find out, guys. We're about to find out. Let's test... Whoa! I forgot. I upgraded the Staff of Protection. It lasts an extra minute longer now. It lasts 4 minutes. Before it was 3. So that's gonna help out. Gee. Hello. I lost my old troll a long time ago. He lasted for like 100 hours or something. I don't know how long, but a very long time. Months and months and months he lasted. But it was a number one star troll. But for some reason the locks got him. I don't know why, but the locks did. Managed to get him. All right, here we go. Here we go, Shaman. Throw point. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god. Holy. Can you do more than one? Oh, Jesus, man. This is the most impressive magic weapon yet in the Ashlands, as far as visually at the very least. And it's like a summon weapon almost. Jesus. Holy. Look at this. This is amazing. I might make this the thumbnail. I don't know. This is so... Look at how they took care of the feelings. No problem. This might be my favorite magic weapon now. Let's test and see how it does against the locks. It's twice as powerful with the upgrade, too. Not quite as impressive against the locks, but it's a good distraction at least. You could summon this out, switch over to your Staff of Fracturing. Imagine this along with the even if, like I was saying, the downside, the poison, there being a lot of the Ashlands enemies are immune to poison, but just the distraction factor of the roots combined with the Dead Razor, I think it's worth it. I think so. Look at how much it's doing to the locks, man. It's just wrecking the locks. This is impressive. The next Jade I get, I am using it on this weapon, because this is my new favorite magic weapon. One sad thing that did get changed, though, in the newest update, or the newest one, is the Staff of Fracturing does not level up your magic level like crazy. It doesn't level it up as much, but it's still a good weapon. But let's test it out against these. I am so excited. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get him. Get him. Get him. The trees have turned against you. This would be fun to use against the Elder. Just for the concept of it being a tree-based thing and the roots attacking, you know, nature versus nature. Now, I have said that so far, at face value, with the information that I have, the stones seem kind of disappointing with how they affect weapons. But if roots like this stuff, if the roots come out like this with the weapons, like it does with this one, then I take it back. I was just looking at it at face value, but sometimes things are different from that. Oh my god, this is so impressive. Oh my god. Okay. Before I ramble on, and because I tend to do that, we're gonna go and check out the food recipes we can get with the fiddlehead. This is a game changer, man. Because combined with the Dead Razor and this, you use this like 2 or 3 times, then you switch to your main weapon, Staff of Fracturing, or the Frost one, or whatever, or whichever one you choose, and then you have that distraction, which is great. And it looks amazing too. It looks so beautiful and badass. Look at that. Alright, so now to check out the fiddlehead recipes and see how well they're worth it. How well they're worth. Sizzling berry broth, that one's not too bad for crafting. 3 sap, 2 fiddlehead, and vineberry clusters we have in abundance because we can make them at home and make however many, especially with the 3 times resources, which we usually do. Eider's 85. It's okay. The sparkling shroom shake is a little bit better, but the crafting recipe for it's more steep. Scorching medley, now that makes 3 of them. That is impressive. It makes 3 of them. You need just Jotun puffs. Jotun puffs and onions, you can craft those at home. You make your own farm, and with the 3 times resources modifier, this might be a go-to. This might be a replacement for the salad one, because the salad one was the one before that, and it does 15 more stamina and 6 more health, so it's a slight boost. It still gives you 3. What's the other one? The other one is minced meat sauce. Oh no, wait, I got that confused with, that's a very early, like, this is disappointing, it only does 40. What is wrong? Okay, mashed meat, not minced meat, mashed. Whoa, 100 health and 34 stamina. Aspen tail, vulture meat, and fiddlehead. This could be really useful because it's you only need one of each. This would be a good health one as well. Because right now, so far, the most impressive health one was the Piquant Pie, 105. It still is the highest health and stamina, but the crafting, you don't have to worry about cooking with this one. This one, it uses a bunch of aspen tails too. Although the vineberry cluster and the barley, you can once again farm and get easy that way. Whereas the mashed meat, go back up here. Mashed meat, I suppose you got 3 times modifier and just get a bunch of aspen tails and vulture meats. The fiddlehead is the tough one to get because there's limited spaces with those. But as I explore more Ashlands, I can connect them with portals. Marinated greens. Eider's 95. I think that's the highest Eider, aside from the sparkling shroom shake. That one's not too bad. The smoke puff is the tough one. The smoke puff. But again, with 3 times resource modifier, it's not too bad. This would be one that you'd want to save up, not the one that you would use a lot. I wonder if there's any other ones. I don't think there was. No, not that I noticed. Spicy marmalade, that's the other one. Spicy marmalade. Whoa, now this one is a good stamina one. Because the vineberry and once again the honey you can get very easily, and it only takes 1 fiddlehead. So you could put 3 resources modifier on, you can get hundreds of honeys easy, hundreds of vine clusters easy. Fiddlehead's a bit tougher to come by, but it only uses 1. This might be the go-to stamina one. Because you can make it in abundance. That might be the one to go with. Spicy marmalade, I think, is going to be one of those ones. And I like how many stamina ones you have because it's so useful for farming, or if you're trying to make a rock wall around your base, you use up so much stamina. That combined with the stamina regen one. So to close off this episode, I'm gonna go to the Ashlands and try the vine thing out, see if it's as good or not. You know, with the poison factor, the poison immunity factor, if it how much of a difference it makes. So far, it's amazing. It is the most impressive weapon in the Ashlands I've found so far, but I haven't crafted a lot of the melee ones yet. I've only crafted the Staff of Fracturing pretty much, but so far, this is amazing. I love this weapon. So far. And the fact that, like I said, some of the, when you upgrade a weapon, or any of the weapon armor or whatever, it seems to be by a minuscule amount, like just barely 5 points extra. Whereas this is double. It's a steeper craft. I'd rather do the steeper crafting recipe and have to wait for a while and then it be a significant bump up rather than a cheaper crafting recipe, but it just barely does anything. It's like a fart in the wind. It just barely nothing. That was the disappointment with Ripper, but again, with Elemental Stone, it might be different. Who knows? Who knows? But at any rate, let's try this out. Okay, let's see here. Alright. Actually, it does pretty freaking good. I think it does better than the Dead Razor. I really do. I mean, if you had this with the Dead Razor, how long do these last up to, by the way? Okay, about a good 5-10 seconds, I'd say. That's not bad. So you could literally have your Dead Razor, like 4 of these guys, with the shields on. The only bad part is they can't follow the enemies around. They're very stationary. That's one of the drawbacks to it. So you want to put it over by you if you can, if that's where the enemies are. Awesome! Oh my god! Even with the lack of poison damage, the other damage, which I think is blunt, if I remember right. Look at that! One hit with these things, and even if it's not stationary, you can still like throw another one and get it nearby. You know what this reminds me, and this is kind of a metaphor or analogy, is this reminds me of a Terraria where you have summon enemies and then you have the sentries. And then the sentries, they're pretty much static. They stay still. It's like a defense tower type of thing. And then the summons can move around wherever you want. These are like sentries, basically. The Terraria, the Valheim equivalent of a Terraria sentry, if you know how Terraria is at all. But that's what these reminded me of. But these are very impressive. This is going to help a lot. Can you imagine the next fortress we invade and we have this, and you can just spawn it. Not only will it take care of the enemies, but it's going to take care of the spawner too. So you just throw a bunch of these over by the spawner, they'll wreck things, and this is awesome. This is the most impressive weapon so far. I am so stoked and so excited about this. There's, like I said, I try to give credit where it's due and not be too critical and stuff, but there are some great things about Ashlands I like a lot so far, but this is my favorite. I love this. This is awesome, this thing. And the fact that you can make it twice as powerful, just within one upgrade. With one upgrade, you make it twice as powerful. I just hope they don't nerf it. I hope they don't. Please don't. They kind of nerfed the Staff of Fracturing with the level thing, but maybe that was an unintended bug. But at any rate, guys, I gotta fortify those fiddlehead areas, because it's going to be very useful coming up ahead, and I gotta put a rock wall around them, so I don't know if they can get wrecked if like a lava slime blows up around it. We had a test, kind of a test of that, and it lasted, but I don't want to press my luck if it is a thing that can happen. So off screen, I'm going to be making a border around those to protect it and fortify those. And yeah, this is a great spot for portals because we got plenty of smoke puffs around. We got the fiddleheads. And it's closer than the other spots. There's a couple flame metal nodes that are around here and there. There's like one over there, which is a fairly dangerous one because it's like smack dab in the middle of the lava. But I'm going to be working on these things off screen. I love this. This is one of my favorite episodes of Ashland so far. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. I am excited. I am so excited. In the next episode, I have a crazy idea, which is basically build this up as high as I can, put the catapult on it, wear the feather cape, face it in the direction of this mysterious location, make sure, definitely sure, I have a portal, the stuff for a portal setup, launch myself to the mysterious location with with the catapult, and then and set up the portal that way. That is my plan. Now, it might backfire. I might die. But that's my plan for the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching. And I hope you have a good day. Once again, thank you guys. Bye, everybody.